Hey, travel friends. Today we're going to be talking about essential things that you might not think are essential when traveling to Europe.
So I'll start us off, and the first thing we're going to talk about is a scarf. And I know that that sounds really weird to think that a scarf is essential, but we travel usually during the off season, and it's a little bit chilly. The scarf is just it's just so great for some temperature control when you don't want to put on a whole extra layer. I do a long sleeve, a light jacket, and then a scarf. And that scarf is just like a super easy extra thing that keeps me comfortable without having to put on like a sweater or a cardigan inside or have a thicker jacket. And then I also think that a scarf is really good because a lot of the time when you're traveling and you're like out and about and exploring, usually you try to leave really early in the morning, right, where it's a little bit colder. And then as you're walking uphill or walking hard or fast or whatever, right? And then also the day, the day progresses, you tend to warm up. And then a scarf is just a super easy thing to, you take it off and you just like stuff it in one of your pockets.
The other reason why you should have a lightweight, breathable scarf, especially as a female, even in the summer, if you are, let's say, going to churches, so in Italy, you need to cover your shoulders, or you need to cover, if you're wearing shorts and it's warm, you need to cover something to your knee. So you can just tie your scarf around, and that can save you so that you can go into these churches, etc. The other thing I love about a light travel scarf is I use it as a blanket on the airplane, or even as like a little scarf to keep me warm. So lots of different ways that you can utilize it, even if it's in the summer.
Right, yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
So number two.
So packable tote bag. One of my favorite tote bags is Bagoo. It comes in a cute little bag and you can pull it out and it's foldable. It takes up no space, but it's huge.
Right.
Huge. So you can fill it with all of those amazing souvenirs you're going to bring home, or we really like to go to the grocery store and pack little picnics. So you can just whip this out and then carry it around and put it back in.
We've utilized this bag or bags like it so often, and really the biggest benefit is how easy they are to fold away, right? And
Jimmy's not a pro folder.
Right, I'm not a pro, yeah. But you can literally, I just like stuff this in my pocket, in my back pocket. When we go outside, like when we're starting our day, I just like stuff this and carry it along. And if you don't use it, then it doesn't take up that much space. But if you stumble along like a shop, a souvenir shop or something, or even desserts, candies, right? Basically, like any knickknack or food, cheese, basically anything that you're like, oh yeah, having a bag that opens up like this and you can just easily carry it is great. And it's really these bags, the foldability and the portability of them is why we recommend these bags or any plasticky bags over canvas bags, for example, or canvas totes, because they're not as portable.
Yeah, these are lightweight, quick to
washable?
wash,
Yeah.
to rinse out. You can rinse it in the sink. And if you wear like a bum bag or a fanny pack, or Jimmy wears a fanny pack, it easily pops in there and it takes up no space and it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
So highly recommend. I always travel with at least 3.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I mean, we've gotten so much use out of these bags, and yeah, because like when you're a tourist and you're just like wandering around, you're always like hunting for cool spots or that unique souvenir or gizmo or gadget. You mentioned the cleaning aspect. Super easy to clean, and it's plastic. It doesn't like smell, right?
It's not plastic.
It's not plastic. What is it?
No, I think it's nylon.
Okay, well, sure. Whatever material it's made of, it doesn't hold on to odors, so it makes it super essential. All right.
Super essential. So the third essential item is something that Jimmy always packs every trip that we go on.
Yeah. It is a microfiber towel. The one that we have is a microfiber bath towel. It's like a larger towel. And the reason why I say microfiber is because it's very thin, very lightweight. You can just like pack it, and it's, you can pack a large towel into something around like this size and thin. So super portable. It dries quickly. it does absorb, stuff.
The microfiber towels are also great, especially if you're going anywhere where there's beaches. Not all European beaches are serviced, so it's so great you can then pull up to a empty beach and have the beach to yourself and still have a towel so you're not worried about that.
Also, if you're a very budget traveler, like I used to be, and you stayed at hostels, sometimes they charge you extra for towels. So if you have one of your own, then you're saving a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the next thing that we consider really, really essential.
A reliable and durable lightweight carry-on.
So when you travel through Europe, you're often going to come across cobblestone alleyways, driveways, or roads,
Streets. Sidewalks.
Right. It's really, really important to have one that has really good wheels. The reason why being lightweight is important is because you also don't want the suitcase or the luggage itself to be so heavy that it adds a good amount of weight to this thing that you have to, carry around.
Yeah. I think the other thing to keep in mind is accessibility in Europe is very different from the United States. So not every hotel, not every building is going to have a lift or an elevator. You're going to have to walk up sometimes 4, 5, 6 flights of stairs depending on where you're going. So ensuring that it's also light enough that you're comfortable hiking up and down stairs, or I just make Jimmy carry it.
And also, just know that you want something that can survive a few dents and scrapes. Those are just signs that you have used your travel gear.
It's a badge of honor.
Yep. So I think that's something, having something reliable and durable, and something that you just don't have to worry about, right? Because you hear stories about people who are lugging their carry-on or whatever around, and it busts open.
Yeah,
and
or the handle breaks.
Yeah, and it's just something that could really add a huge inconvenience to your trip.
Yeah, it's worth investing in a solid piece of durable luggage. And that's that.
Okay, all right, next one
The next one is a travel adapter.
Oh yeah, a travel adapter.
It's a universal travel adapter.
Right.
And the reason why this one is so great is not only is it universal, so every country in the world it works, it also has USB ports.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it really easy. You don't have to bring your plugs. You just have your charge cords and you can plug it in very easily. And it's lightweight and it doesn't take up much space.
So I would say this works for probably 90-95% of countries out there. I think Switzerland, if I remember correctly, actually you need something specific and different for that country and maybe some others. But a majority of countries in Europe, this universal adapter or any of the universal adapters you can find floating around will be very sufficient for Europe. They're relatively inexpensive. They're
$10.
Yeah, 10 to 20 I think are the common range for these things. And yeah, I would say it's essential.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Okay. All right. So our last one is something that I decided to add, and it is a travel pillow. I am not a very good flyer. I think being stuck on a plane for hours and hours and hours is not my idea of fun. Anything that makes flying more comfortable for me is worth it. And I think that a travel pillow that allows me to sleep more comfortably really, really adds to my travel experience. Coming from Los Angeles, a trip to Europe is 10 to 12 hours if we go directly to some of the countries. And a good pillow, or basically, and I mean, it doesn't have to be specifically a pillow. It can be whatever airplane comfort thing that would help you on those long flights. All right, I think that's it. Those are our list of essential things that you may not think are essential, but they really do make trips better. All right.
Happy travels, friends.
Bye. Till next time.